Hey y'all, my name is Kamala Tajasi and welcome to Investigator and the Case of the Unconventional Weapon. Wow, it's been so long since I've done this, it's getting really hard to keep going, but I'm gonna try. I'll get there eventually. Anyway, this is a cute little point-and-click mystery game I found on itch.io about an alligator. Oh, it gets right into it, huh? I'm sure glad you're here, Investigator, but I don't know if we needed you tonight. Seems like a pretty open and shut case to me. Here, I'll put details in your case file, see if you agree. But it's just a cute little point-and-click mystery. Get a chinchilla friend over there. Alright, let's see. McGuffin the Puffin. Male, early 20s, found floating face down in his bathtub with his skull crushed. Background check didn't come up with anything besides a few speeding tickets. Pretty blameless guy by all accounts. He worked part-time at a local Panda Express. Open and shut cases are often the most deceptive of all, Bobby Cat. By the way, who's that with you? Allow me to introduce my latest sidekick. His name is the Vanilla Chinchilla. Okay. I'm not your sidekick, Investigator. You know I'm only shadowing you for internship credits. Please allow my sidekick to inspect the crime scene, Bobby Cat. Right you are, sir. Ooh. Wow, look at that art. That's so cool. Looks like you missed something, Bobby Cat. Take a look at these bruises around the victim's neck. Oh, yeah, that proves that there's something else going on. Strangulation marks. Formation of prints indicate claws. What? Well, that doesn't prove me wrong. McGuffin could have been strangled afterwards. Either way, this is one stone cold killer we're dealing with here. Let's see. Ew, I'm not looking in there for clues. A successful detective never shies away from the search for evidence. In this case, however, anything pertinent has long since gone down the drain. What's this on the floor? Oh yeah, it is that, huh? A toilet tank lid? Well, wow, I can't talk right now. I'll certainly give them credit for an unconventional weapon. Those things weigh a ton. Yes, they do. Toilet tank lid, the murder weapon, cracked with blood of the victim on it. We'll send the body off for forensic autopsy once you're done examining, but it looks to me like the cause of death was repeated blunt trauma to multiple areas on the head. The weapon of choice indicates a crime of passion rather than premeditated murder. In order to pick that up, yeah, you kinda need adrenaline to do that. Or be really strong. Well, not really strong, but you get what I mean. Just one hit would have been enough, meaning whoever did this had a real vendetta. Crimes like these, it's always one person. A husband or wife. See, even your intern knows Investigator. In this case, of course, it's a girlfriend. All the same, Bobby Cat, I think I'll keep an open mind. Sink. I've got a sink. Oh, really? I'm not even gonna finish that one. Oh, not the medicine cabinet? Let's see, anything else? Are you just gonna say the same thing about the bodies? Okay. Strangled and beaten to death? Not a nice way to go. Okay, so there might be different things. Let's see if you... Okay. 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 So the rest of them is pretty much the same. You sure you're done? Maybe we should sniff around a bit harder for clues. Please, no comments on my sense of smell. Well, I don't see anywhere else to investigate unless... Ah, okay. I see. Bobby Cat, take a look at this. Feathers? So what? He's a puffin. Puffins have feathers. I know your night vision is better than your color vision, but puffins are black and white, and these are brown feathers. Oh, yeah, I can kind of see them. My screen's a little bit high to where I can't really see it, all the colors. Hard. Alright, soaked feathers. 2 feathers not matching the victim's coloration were found in the bathtub water. Okay, anything else? That's all the same. Anything else to say? Why would there be mismatched feathers in the water? Okay, now maybe? Let's see. That looks like it's just a toilet. That's the lid. That's the sink. Oh, here we go, the tank. This is odd. Bits of clothes floating in the toilet tank. Better collect it just in case. Broken quills. Pieces of quills were found within the open toilet tank. That'd be something like a porcupine, right? Alright, anything else? I think that's just the body, yeah. No. Now? All done? I've got the suspects down in the living room for questioning. Yes, I'm all done. I'd like to look around. I've already got everything that I can find. Okay. Neighbors confirm that no one's been in and out of the room since 6 p.m. and the previous night. Shut up, phone. So the murderer has to be one of his roommates or his living girlfriend. My Bobby Cat and my alligator are starting to blend together. Well, you know what they say about keeping your friends close and your enemies closer. Alright, let's talk to you. The throaty coyote. It was me! It wasn't me! Please, calm down, miss. I'm sorry. I know everyone's blaming me, but I swear, I didn't do it. I was the one who called the police. Why would I do that if I were the killer? To throw people off your scent, duh. That's a good question. Yeah, let's go with, can you describe your movements this afternoon? Well, McGuffin was feeling poorly, so we stayed in bed watching Netflix together all afternoon. At around 7, he said he was going to go have a bath. When he wasn't back in bed by 9, I went to go check on him. That's when I found him dead in the bathtub. I screamed and called the police immediately. Thank you, miss. You've been very helpful. The victim's girlfriend for 4 months. McGuffin was feeling poorly, so he stayed in bed all afternoon. At around 7, he said he was going to make dinner and have a bath. When he wasn't back by 9, I went to go check on him. That's when I found him dead in the tub. I screamed and called the police immediately. Alright, I guess that's done. How about you, the stricken chicken? This is just terrible. A horrible tragedy. Alright. Well, I got more questions to ask this one. Were you close with the victim? Yeah, I've known McGuffin the Puffin since I was 16. We took pre-calc in high school together, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Can you tell me why anyone might have wanted to kill McGuffin? Yeah, I can tell you why. I think it was that good-for-nothing girlfriend of his, to be honest. I mean, she isn't even employed. Just a total bump. Hey, now. Hey. That's not a reason for her to be a killer. Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't know. What did I just do there? Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't know. Maybe grief is clouding my judgment and all. I just think she's a real shady character. I know I've heard the two of them fighting lately. Well, there's a possible motive. Could you tell me where you were all day and if you heard any noise coming from the bathroom at any point? Yeah, of course, man. I have a final next week, so I was in my room studying until I went straight to bed at 8 p.m. I didn't hear a thing all day. Thank you for your help. Childhood friend of the victim seems to be genuinely saddened by his death, which I did not really portray in his voice at all. I have a final next week, so I was in the room studying till I went straight to bed at 8 p.m. Okay. That's all for now, thanks. Now... between 7 and 8, you could have done something. Well, there are two people here. Okay. Saw the one in the stairs, but... Ah! Porcupine! The borderline porcupine. Alright, listen up, you chumps. I'll tell you this just once. Since it's obvious you couldn't pour water out of a boot if the instructions were written on the heel. Who's that minx? Throaty. She's a coyote, not a minx. Shut up! I saw her! That stupid tramp did it. I saw her run crying from the bathroom earlier that evening. The only pity is she didn't off herself with the backstabbing jerk MacGuffin at the same time. Wow. Just a wow, dude. I get the feeling there's some history between you three. History? There's history, alright. That cheating broad. As for MacGuffin, I sure thought we used to be friends. That's son of a... I'm going to stop you right there for the sake of the game's E-rating for everyone. For everyone reading. History. There's history. Okay, why did it go back to that? Okay, there we go. That was weird. Please tell us what you were doing all day, Mr. Porcupine. Whoa. Hold on a second there. I'm a lawyer. I know my rights. I plead the fifth. Am I under arrest? Well, no, not yet. Just asked you a question. I don't think we're gonna get anything useful from him. Alright, borderline porcupine, as in borderline personality disorder? I don't know. A once friend of the victim. The cause of their falling out was a girl. Claims he saw Throaty Coyote fleeing from the scene of the crime earlier in the day. Suspect refused to give a statement. Goodbye. And how about you hiding in the stairs? Hello, Mr. Yuck. That's me. Could you describe your relationship with the victim? To tell you the truth, it was non-existent. I just moved here like a month ago. Found the room on Craigslist. I bet you're really regretting answering the ad now. Yeah, I'm going to see about breaking the lease tomorrow. My mother always told me not to share a house with murderers. Well, you don't know if any of these guys are murderers. That's an oddly specific lesson. Could you tell me if you heard anything between the hours of 3 p.m. and 9 p.m.? Oh, it's as early as 3? Yeah, let's see. I had dinner in the living room at 5. Around 7, I headed to bed. That's when I saw MacGuffin in the hallway walking towards the bathroom and said hello. My mother taught me to be polite, you see? That's a good lesson. By 9, I was in bed reading 50 Shades of Hay. Oh my gosh. When I heard the most blood-curdling scream from the bathroom, I rushed out to find Throaty on the phone with the police. That's very helpful. Thank you very much, Mr. Yak. Another one that's blending together. I need to work on those voices. An almost total stranger who now regrets his decision to find roommates on Craigslist. I had dinner in the living room around 7. I headed to bed. That's when I saw McGuffin in the hallway walking towards the bathroom. By 9, I was in bed when I heard the most curdling scream from the bathroom. Okay. You have a nice day now. Not quite as open in the shed as you thought, Bobby Cat? Oh, I read the wrong person there. Okay. Something's a bit off, it's true. Plus that borderline porcupine is starting to look mighty suspicious. A jilted lover who kills the interloper and frames it on the wayward mistress? Yeah, I like that. Unless it's a red herring. Bobby Cat, you worry me sometimes. And that chicken's testimonial felt real forced, as if he just went into total denial mode. Odd that he never claimed to hear Thirty scream, huh? That's true, he didn't mention that. Because Yak did. Porcupine obviously wasn't saying anything. Oh boy, what crackpot theory do you have but Pack Yak? That look seems pretty alright. In any case, I would like to investigate the area for further evidence. Yes, let's look. What's this? It's written by the deceased. Dear Dorothy the Coyote, it pains me to do this, but here are 99 reasons why I need to break up with you. That gives her the mumbo for now. Wow, this is scorching hot. Good eye, Vanilla Chinchilla. I'll take that for evidence. Breakup letter. A sordid letter written by the late victim listing all the reasons why he wanted to break up. Oh, here we go. This notice is addressed to McGuffin. Dear McGuffin, despite our long-time status as friends, I am at the end of my rope. I really need that $15,000 that you borrowed from me several years ago. I've included a detailed invoice and interest rate below. It's from the stricken chicken. So that's a reason not to kill him unless he would get money if he died. Payment due bill. Collections notice from the stricken chicken indicating the victim owed him money. A good life lesson. Never mix friendship and money. Nothing in the drawer. You can talk to them. Let's look at this. It's a really old picture of the borderline porcupine and the dirty coyote. Aw, they're holding hands. I guess they used to be pretty serious. The heart is fickle mistress indeed. Old picture. An old picture of the dirty coyote and the borderline porcupine holding hands. Okay, anything else? No, nothing in between them. Can't look at that picture. Can't go back anywhere. Maybe I can talk to them again. Ooh. How are you holding up? It feels like my heart's breaking into a million pieces. I want to crawl into bed and listen to Linkin Park for a year. Why does the borderline porcupine hate you so much? Well, we used to date. I feel like I changed your voice. Yes, I managed to deduce that. We just weren't working out, so I broke up with him. Guess he was more hung up on me than I thought, cause he went totally crazy. Maybe I shouldn't have moved in and started seeing his roommate. That's really not the best idea I've ever heard. Did you know about this breakup letter? Where did you find that? In a rubbish bin. Well, that's where it belongs, clearly. My MacGuffin would never break up with me. Ever! The very idea, how dare you? They probably have British accents, and I just don't feel like trying to do that. Besides, would a dame as good looking as me get broken up with? I think not. I am the one who breaks up with others. Take care, miss. Alright, how about you? What's your final next week about? Water mineralogy.
Oh, I love correcting rocks.
I like doing that too. There was this one beach in California when when my dad was stationed over there, where it was pretty much nothing but rocks along the whole beach, and I ended up collecting so many of these really cool looking rocks. Some of them were just kind of regular but really smoothed down. Some of them were like red and blue and purple, or like deep purple and white on the same rock, and it was really cool. Are these your feathers?
Where did you get those?
Well, you know, I've been molting lately, and my feathers just keep getting everywhere. Thirty keeps complaining that they're clogging the drains. I wonder if these two did it together. Although, I still don't understand why the chicken would, unless he got money for if his friend died. Thank you, Mr. Chicken. But that made him sound more suspicious. In your statement, why didn't you claim to hear 30 scream? I must have just forgotten. That's all. Excuse me. Now that I think about it, I do remember her scream. Can I change my statement? You're just making yourself sound more suspicious, dude. It's too late. It's written down forever in my notebook now. I always forget to bring an eraser. Nice. Can you explain this collections notice?
Hey, you can't just paw through people's stuff.
Actually, legally, we absolutely can, sir. Alright. I'll confess. Things between McGuffin and Puffin and I have been a bit tense lately. I loved him like a brother, but he's terrible with money. Plus, he was letting 30 the coyote stay totally rent-free in his room. That's just, that's not cool. I mean, if she's not trying to actively find a job, I understand your concern. Or, you know, trying to marry him. But yeah, I'll see you. Alright. You. Care to give your statement yet? How about now? Now? Nice weather we're having lately. Alright, I get the hint. Do you know the stricken chicken? We know each other through McGuffin, but we weren't really friends or anything. He seemed kinda stuffy. And that's all you're getting out of me, Copper. Why did you and 30 coyotes separate?
That scurvy dart!
Please, Mr. Porcupine, just the facts.
Facts? There's nothing remotely factual or logical about that woman's hurt. She left me saying she'd met someone else. Little did I know it was for a man I used to...
Little did I know it was for a man who I used to once call a brother. She also told me I chatted too much. Me! That's actually kind of what I was going for. I just didn't want to blow the mic out.
I think I've gone slightly deaf in my left ear.
Goodbye. And how about you, Yak? Hello, officers. I'm afraid you'll find the house empty of helpful clues pertaining to me. As an apology, might I offer you a glass of water instead? Well, you might be right, Mr. Yak. You'll understand that we have to look anyway. Of course, of course.
I'll take a sip of water, though.
Glass of water. The vanilla chinchilla. Stop using clues folder to store your stuff. What's your impression of the roommates in the short time you've known them? I find the borderline porcupine to be quite objectionable. He picks arguments at the drop of a hat. I avoid all discourse with him. Sounds like a friend I used to know where he would argue just to argue. Really annoying. The 30 coyote I can converse with civilly. However, we have very little in common. I have always been a bit of a gruff bachelor. I have no real impression of the stricken chicken, or the late MacGuffin the Puffin. They were both retiring fellows, and kept to themselves, as my mother always says gentlemen should. Thank you, Mr. Yak. So, where are you thinking of moving to next? I'm thinking of checking out a micro apartment or a tiny house. They're all the rage lately.
I hate to break it to you, but you might not be able to fit into one.
You have a nice day now. Uh-oh, Investigator. Yes? The autopsy and the background checks have just come back. They check out, except for two. The 30 coyote has some charges for petty theft and shoplifting. And the other? The other is... I can't believe this. A pack yak has been previously arrested on suspicion of murdering a series of roommates. Oh. Okay. Pack yak has been previously accused of murder. Yikes.
What?
Yes, although he was acquitted. And the autopsy? The cause of death is listed as strangulation instead of blunt force trauma, so you were on the money there. But look, this is just the strangest thing. The toxicology report indicates his blood was full of poison. Porcupine quills don't have poison, do they? I don't think they do. The victim apparently suffered from poisoning, strangulation, drowning, and blunt force trauma. What if they all did it? Or maybe all but the girlfriend. Thank you, Bobby Cat. That unfortunately confirms my suspicions. Please gather everyone. It's almost time for the part where I overdramatically point my finger at the killer. Oh, this sounds like Death in Paradise. I would like to interrogate some more. 'Cause... Oh, never mind. I guess it's all the same. Let me see. Got the toilet tank lid with the broken quills inside, which would suggest porcupine. The soaked feathers in the tub would suggest chicken. Strangulation marks indicate paws. So was it all of them? Because this sounds like the Death in Paradise episode I actually watched recently, where two people, was it two? Just two? I think it was just two people tried to kill the same person. But the second person didn't realize that someone had already killed her. Or something like that. Because that's kind of what it's sounding like here. So... it sounds like... I don't think the yak could pick up the toilet tank lid. Unless he used his mouth. That might be the porcupine. I don't understand why the chicken would do it unless he got money from him being dead. Wait. The autopsy. I suppose the yak could have been the one drowning him. I've called you all here for a very important reason. This is the part where I overdramatically point my finger at the killer. I'm telling you, it wasn't me.
I'm telling you, it was her.
The vanilla chinchilla, I'm going to give you a chance to show off all you've learned. Who is the dastardly murderer? See, got the poison, but see, we don't know which one actually killed him. That information wasn't given. And if there's no water in the lungs, the drowning didn't kill him. Oh, okay, whoops. Somebody said they saw her running away from the crime scene earlier in the day. I'm going to go with Coyote. Oh! Can you... Because it does sound like it was all of them. Except maybe the yak. Oh, yes! Well done, you got it. It was all of them. Yes! Okay. Little did you all know, each of you independently conspired to murder McGuffin the Puffin. The first was the pack yak, otherwise known as the serial killer, that Ricin Bison. Okay, yes, it was exactly like that episode I was thinking of, except that it was only 2 killers in that one. Ricin Bison, so he was the one who poisoned him. I'm betting Porcupine took the tank lid off. The Ricin Bison poisoned McGuffin much earlier that day. As a result, McGuffin fell conscious in his bath, which is possibly how he drowned. The second killer was Throaty Coyote. After McGuffin left for his bath, you went snooping and found the breakup letter in his room. Consumed by rage, you stormed into the bathroom and strangled him where he lay. In his weakened state, he could hardly put up a fight. No! The third was Stricken Chicken. You walked in on the carnage after Throaty had fled. McGuffin was still barely alive at that point. You could have saved him. Instead, you coldly condemned him to his fate by holding his head underwater. Okay, so he actually did get all of these. Wow. So not quite the same as that episode where she was already dead by the time the second killer came, but still, wow. Managed to survive all that. As for you, the borderline porcupine.
Come at me, bro. I ain't scared.
Upon finding McGuffin passed out in the shower, you remembered having seen Throaty run crying from the bathroom. Evilly, you decided to frame her for the crime, bashing the victim's head into a pulp. However, you failed to notice McGuffin was already dead. Your act was the most brutal, yet the most impotent. Well. I must admit, Investigator, I'm impressed. Your powers of detection are extraordinary. Why, thank you. Before you take us away, it's my turn to ask you one last question. Why would I only poison MacGuffin when I could poison the entire house?
Don't say poison chinchilla too! What? No! I'll kill you! I get you! Oh no, Investigator, I don't feel so good. Oh no, chinchilla!
The vanilla chinchilla! The glass of water!
Oh,
No!
chinchilla!
Men, apprehend the ricin bison. Investigator, I'm calling an ambulance. It's too late. You're a real scumbag, Bison. I'll see you locked up for life for this. Maybe you will. Maybe you won't. Take him away, boys. Poor vanilla chinchilla. I won't be sorry to be done with this case, Bobby Cat. The entire household was real toxic.
Oh! So sad he did it for instant credits. No, we need a chinchilla. Oh.
Anyway, that was... Wait, what was the name of this again? Investigator in the case of the unconventional weapon. This was done by, the Sky and the Sea, and they say they tend to do these for, Ludem Dare, events. I guess that's through itch.io. I don't follow things like that. Maybe it's for something more in general, but yeah, it's on itch.io if you want to play it yourself. I mean, you kind of already saw the results, but whatever. Maybe you want to see somebody else play it for you or something. You can go find it over there. He does have some more games in the same vein if you want to see me play them. I gladly will, because this is fun and silly. Anyway, I hope I can keep doing this. Oh my goodness, I just noticed how high my mic was. I hope I didn't get too loud. Sorry about that. Normally it's not so high because my voice is so low. Anyway, I hope to keep doing this, and I hope to be back next week. I'm, like I said before, I'm hoping to at least get one a week. Anyway, that's all I've got for you today, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye!